Here we go. So Landon's going to do a reading for us.
Do you guys want to hear a reading or do you want to hear a joke?
Hear a reading or a joke?
You want to hear a reading or you want to hear a joke? Reading or joke? Someone's got to tell me. Joke? Alright, so this is a story about the purple man. So there's a little boy named Little Johnny, alright, and he goes to school one day. And when he gets to school, he hears all of his friends talking about the purple man. Now, he doesn't know who the purple man is, but he just wants to play along with his friends. And his friends are like, well, you know who the purple man is? He's like, I know who the purple man is. Oh, yeah? Well, tell us. Bling! School bell rings. Johnny has to go to class, just in time to not tell his friends who the purple man is. As he gets to class, though, he's wondering hard, and he walks up to the teacher and asks, hey, teacher, who's the purple man? She looks at him, her face grows red, and she says, Johnny, you need to go to the principal's office right now. Johnny, being a good kid, he just goes to the principal's office. He never got in trouble or anything like that. So he listens to the teacher, but he's really confused. He gets up to the principal's office, and the principal's confused. He's like, Johnny, why are you here? You're a good kid. What's going on? He's like, well, I asked the teacher who the purple man was. And the principal just said, Johnny, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to file some paperwork. You're going to be expelled from school. I don't want you back here at all. Bye. Johnny's really confused. He doesn't know what's going on, but he really trusts his parents. Johnny really trusts his parents. He knows when he gets home, his parents are going to be able to fix everything. So he gets home, and it's early, and his mom's like, Johnny, why are you home so early? He's like, well, because my friends were talking about the purple man, and I didn't know who he was, so I asked the teacher, and she sent me to the principal's office, and then the principal expelled me. Johnny never saw his mom get this mad, never saw his mom get this angry. She was fuming out the nose, steam coming out the ear. She said, Johnny, you need to go up to your room right now. You and your father are going to talk when you get home. Johnny, being the good boy he was, just went upstairs. He was confused. He was really sad. He didn't know what was going on. His mom was mad. His teacher, his principal were mad. But he knew that when his dad came home, everything would be all right. So he hears commotion downstairs when his dad gets home. And hears the steps coming up. And his father opens up the door and says, Johnny, why is your mom so angry? He said, well, because when I got to school, my friends were talking about the purple man. I didn't know who he was. So I asked the teacher who the purple man was when I got to school, and then she sent me to the principal. The principal expelled me. Then when I got home, my mom sent me up to my room. Dad, will you please help me? I said, Johnny, I'm sorry, I can't have stuff like this in my house. You're going to have to leave. Pack up some stuff and leave. So Johnny packs up a suitcase, and he's crying. And he goes out on the road, and a police officer pulls up to him and says, Johnny, what's going on? And he's like, well, the problem is that when I got to school, I didn't know who the purple man was. My friends were talking about him, and when I got to class, I asked the teacher who the purple man was. She sent me to the principal's office. The principal expelled me. When I got home, my mom sent me up to my room, and my dad kicked me out of the house, all for asking about the purple man. And the police officer just looks at Johnny and says, Johnny, you're under arrest. And so Johnny has to go to jail because he asked about the purple man. And so he gets to jail, and he hears some of his cellmates talking about the purple man. Excited, knowing that he might have the answer for his question, he goes up to him and says, hey, who's the purple man? Says, oh, he lives on 2nd Avenue. He has a purple house, purple car, purple grass, purple everything. You can't miss it. So when Johnny got out of jail after 2 years for good behavior, he got to 2nd Avenue, went to the purple house with purple car, purple grass, purple everything, couldn't miss it. And when he was crossing the road, he got hit by a car. The moral of the story is look both ways before you cross the road.